this video, what I will be working on is coloring this sketch of a rose that I have. I'm not sure if you can actually see my very light outline or not. This design is from a photograph. However, I unfortunately was not able to find the photographer's information. I tried to do a reverse search on Google and did not come up with any results. So I'm just trying to sharpen a few of the pencils that I will be using for this video. And as you can see, sometimes these Prismacolor pencils can be a little finicky. I'm sure at some point you will witness one of them breaking on me, because it happens every time. But I love the saturation, so I guess in that sense it's worth it. Okay, so I'm going to start in this area down here. Sometimes when you're getting your color assortment together, some of the colors may look a little out of place when you have them all set out. This is a orange and yellow rose that I'm drawing. So your first thought may not be brown pencils. However, when you really break down the image and look closely at the colors, you will be surprised by what colors you may find. Sorry if the camera is shaking. Because I probably won't complete this all in one video, I'm going to work just realized I didn't close the door, and you can probably hear my fish tank in the background. So, I feel like every artist has their own method of doing colored pencil drawings. I myself do a lot of layering and blending as I go through it. I'm going to edit it out, but it was my first pencil break. So I'm trying to slow down my sheeting a bit. When you get very focused on your work, sometimes you do kind of lose track of how quickly you're going. I'm used to sheeting very quickly, but I'm trying to make this slightly more relaxing, so I feel like my high-speed shading may not be the most relaxing sounds in the world, so. But like I said, once I get going, it's really hard to remember to, I'm doing it as I'm saying. It's really hard to remember to just slow the pace down a little bit. fast and nice. And I think that went out the window with the first pencil that I picked up. I don't know how that got in there. I'm gonna put that one back. They don't blend well with Prismacolor. It's always interesting to me to watch YouTube shorts and Instagram reels and see the way that other artists will shape their work. And I really do believe that every artist has their own method, but I always think to myself that I'm going to try a new method, and I can't say that I've ever actually accomplished it. I need to darken up this area a bit. So with every drawing I do, I wind up going through at the end and doing final detail work. So with this one, this area that I'm working on will probably wind up being a little darker and have more detail to it, but I tried to get idea of what the picture looks like as a whole before I accidentally wind up overworking an area. If you have any requests at all for something you'd like me to sketch, or at least try sketching or paint, please feel free to comment and let me know. I want to make sure that my content is actually relevant to what people want to see, as opposed to just entirely whatever I can come up with to draw on the spot. So this is what I mean about colors that you would not expect. The way I was taught about color theory is that, for the most part, when you look at the shadow of something, it will be cooler. So, using cooler tones, especially when that's a little bit too warm. Okay, so I had to take a break because there were the sirens going on for quite a while. But because of that, I was able to move ahead with this a little bit. So I will show you the reference photo that I'm working from. So this is how far I've gotten with it. I'm going to do a little bit more, but then I think I will take a break for the night. That's what I mean. Actually going to switch. I'll do some of the highlighted areas. Whenever I get little marks like this, I usually just try to blend them in and make them appear like they're part of the texture. Another thing I'll do to really bring out the highlights is use white acrylic paint. I'm going to try to edit out all of the broken pencil tips, but I'm not having much luck tonight. There we go. I want to thin this out just a little bit. When it comes to areas of white in a picture, I'm a believer that less is more. It tends to make it stand out more when there's more shading around it. Makes it pop out. get around to finishing it. I don't know when that will be, but again, here's the original. Thank you so much for